when you pull this back, does your car give you resistance? Like it's kind of hard to pull back? Well, if that's what you're feeling with your E39, I have the perfect solution. Here's the video for that. BMW E39 fans, a quick video for you. If your Steptronic shifter doesn't sound like this, there's a lot of stress here that might actually lift up this edge here when you pull it back. When your car isn't letting you pull it back, very, very simple solution. So it should be very effortless, right? But my car, it was very hard. As a matter of fact, it was so hard that it pulled up this. So here's how to fix it. Let's do this together. So let's take this cover off first. You're gonna use little tools like this. Make sure they're plastic. You know, keep your car in tip-top condition. Fish. So I'm using this edge here, so I can get between the plastic and the leather. So get on in there. Twist up. Pops up. To the other side. Pop that up. There are 4 clips, so I'll show you in one sec when I get this up. There we go. 1 clip, 2 clip, 3 clip, 4 clip. Now that this is up, we're going to take this whole thing off. So grab your keys, and you're going to put the car in neutral. Accessory mode 1. Neutral. And then this, it's not attached to anything. You just have to pull it up. So what I do, I put my elbow against here on the padding, grab this, use my other hand, the one that I'm holding the camera with, put that on my thigh and grab it here, and then pull it up. Now, when you're pulling it up, you want to be careful because once it releases, if you're not in control of your body, you're gonna hit yourself, it's gonna go flying, you might break it. So put a lot of pressure up, but at the same time, keep yourself in control. Because when this releases, you don't want it to go anywhere. So here's what it looks like when I do it. Here's where I am. Here's where my other hand is. 1, 2, except other way. And I am pushing my shoulders forward so that when it releases, I'm actually lifting with my entire body, so that when it releases, I don't go flying. This is plastic, so you want to make sure it goes up straight. All right, so we're back here. So now you're going to lift this guy up, and don't pull by the plastic, pull by the leather. Rotate and pull off. So let me show you what the problem is. All right, so here's your shift boot. Here are the 4 clips that you just disattached. And here's the issue. So when this is in the car, the top of the fabric there, it's up too high. So when you start moving this whole thing backwards, because it's up too high, it can't fully go down. For it to go down, it has to pull the front up. So that's the issue right there. How to fix it is very easy. So remember this view, okay? See those? Remember where those are. Now if you look down there, there's actually way more fabric in there. So the fix is very, very easy. We are going to bring that fabric out, so that way, when you pull it back, this guy, since there's more fabric, it doesn't have to stretch as much, and it wouldn't pull the front up. So here's how you do it. So as you can see, there's fabric in there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use a plastic tool to push it out through to the other side. This is the plastic tool that I'm using, and I'm very gently pushing it out. All right, so here's the shift boot now. Now, if you remember those marks, that was the top. But now we have this much more room. And because we have this much more room, the fabric can move backwards that much more without stretching and starting to lift the other side. So now your goal is to redo that crease at the top. And essentially, here's what that looks like. You're gonna take your thumbs, and with your thumbs, you're gonna roll the fabric inside from one side, and then the second side, roll it in, and then go to the other side again, and then push your thumb in. And then what happens is the fabric goes inside and creates that shift boot again. See, this side's coming up again, so you gotta push it down. Your goal is to create that top portion while folding in as little fabric as possible, because again, we're trying to extend this whole fabric so that we could pull the I'm gonna keep saying the prindle back as far as possible without stretching the fabric. So that's how you do this. Let's put it back. Again, remember those lines. I just extended it by another, I don't know, 2 centimeters. So that's what that crease looks like at the top. Now it looks a little bit wonky because I'm trying to use as little fabric as possible, but that's fine because the prindle, the prindle will push down on this and it won't be seen. All right, we're back in the car. Now this thing can only go inside one way. The yellow stripes that I have on mine means the back, but you'll be able to feel it go in easily when it goes in the right way. So let's put this back on. And our goal this time is to do one specific thing, and that is to put our finger in and help this metal rod go through without pushing the fabric out. We just push the fabric back in with our thumbs, remember. So our goal is to push this metal rod through, see, it's starting to peak. So you're essentially shuffling the fabric around to make sure that it doesn't pop up like that side just did. So keep messing with it. There we go, there we go, there we go. That looks great. That looks great, that looks great. Looks like we did a pretty good job. All right, let's push it down. There we go. Perfect. So now we've extended the amounts of leather there is, and as a direct result, this can go back further. So now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put one side in first. Okay. Now this goes in very easy. There's no resistance. If there's resistance, you're doing it the opposite. You're doing it the wrong way, so you just turn this thing around. So as you can see, one side is in. Now what you do with the other side, it's plastic, right? So you can push it. So you push it in and push it down. There we go. And then you just make sure everything's nice and clicked in. There we go. Nice and clicked in. Now again, you want to make sure this is all good. Now, you grab this guy and you just push it down lightly, very lightly. Push it down, push it down, push it down while turning it. And after a while, you'll notice that it doesn't turn anymore. At this point, there we go. Give it a few bangs, and we're good. Here's what this looks like. Okay. And if I have my car keys, there we go. See, it can go all the way back, and it doesn't fully stretch the fabric because we extended it. And this is how it's supposed to sound. That's how you do it.